Hi guys, it's Tara. It's been a while since I've made a video, so I figured I'd make one. There were a couple things that I wanted to kind of touch on, and it's easier to do a video than type up like 5 billion different paragraphs. The first one I want to talk about is kind of like personal space. Um, Personal time, personal space, whatever you want to call it. Um, there are times when I'm going to be very happy to help people figure out their problems, deal with their problems, whatever. There are going to be times when I just want you to figure it out for your damn self. There are going to be times when I'm going to sit there and look at your comments, look at whatever you've messaged me, and go, what the fuck? There's shit that you should know for yourself. Um, so, and I'll at least give you a warning if you're hitting me in one of my moments where I just want to be by myself or I want to have personal time. Another thing, kind of dealing with the personal level, is I'm not a morning person. There are very few things that I will get up early in the morning for. A lot of times the Facebook problem is not one of them. If you message me at like 3 or 4 in the morning and I'm not awake, I am not going to reply to you. Probably won't reply to you at all that day. If I'm awake and you message me, then I'll probably message you back until I fall asleep or whatever. But I'm not a morning person, so don't bug me in the morning. Another thing that I wanted to talk about was brought up in a group chat, actually. Someone was kind of complaining about another kin who he felt had a few issues that he needed to work out. So in the group chat, I was just kind of joking around and asked him what he thought about me in that particular instance. And he said that I'm very detached from like the emotions that you may feel or that somebody else may feel. I'm not detached, I just don't show it on Facebook very often. There are times when I'm going to rant the living hell out of somebody. Most likely not in the status, unless that person can't message me or I can't message that person. Or I will call them if it's somebody that I have a phone number for, or I will just rant and rave to nobody. If it's about my mate, then I'll rant and rave to my mate. If it's about somebody on Facebook, I'll either message you, or I'll just not deal with it. So I have plenty of emotions. You just don't always see them. Because one, you're either not my target, or two, it just doesn't matter, and there's no reason to have emotions about it. So as far as detachment goes, detachment from anybody, it does kind of stem from my childhood, or lack thereof. There are moments when I admit that I am very detached, because either I just don't give a shit, or there's no protection you can get from me. So there's that. There's a few people that I have that I just don't care to show emotion to. I'll sit there and I'll listen and all that stuff, but yeah, I'm going to be very detached from you. One, because you've either fucked up, or two, because you're just not worth the attention. And it was kind of interesting having this particular kid bring it up, because he went on to explain about how he thought I was emotionally detached from everybody, or just detached from emotions in general, trying to become the ultimate outsider or whatever. I don't make myself the outsider. I will immerse myself in pretty much whatever the hell I feel like it. If I get cast out, I'm cast out. Really don't care. Don't give a shit. People can say and think whatever the hell they want. Which kind of leads me into my next topic, drama. If you have complaints about me, come to me. Don't go bullshitting your way around Facebook or Twitter or fuck whatever. If you have an issue, you come to me. Otherwise, it's not going to get fixed. If I think your complaint is extremely ridiculous and maybe I'm not the one with the issue, I'll still take into consideration what you said, but it's probably you that needs to go look in the mirror. If you have drama with my family, sisters, pups, grandpups, whatever, if you have issues with them, take it up with them. If it escalates and I get drawn in, it's not going to be a pretty sight. So just keep that in mind before you start drama with family. If you have drama with somebody who's like not my family or not even any of my concerns, don't bring it up to me. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to do anything for you. I'm not going to do anything for them either. It's drama that I don't want. Really, the only kind of drama that I'm going to deal with is if it pertains directly to me or someone very close to me. Otherwise, you can fucking deal with it yourself. I was watching a few videos earlier on YouTube, and kind of got me thinking. Thinking about things I regretted from my past, thinking about people who I wanted to apologize to, people who I wanted to shout out to because they've done an awesome job with dealing with everyday life and kin drama and all that fun stuff. And the first person that I wanted to give a shout out to was, of course, Candy. She deals with a lot of shit, a lot of behind the scenes hate, behind the scenes drama. Just, she gets it all. She really does. And she takes it in stride. She really does take it in stride, and it kind of makes me proud to know her. We might not be as close as we used to be, mainly because I've kind of withdrawn because I have my own shit to deal with, and she has her own shit to deal with. But it still makes me proud to see every now and then when she overcomes something. The other person I wanted to give a shout out to was her sister. I'm not entirely sure what I did wrong, but I hope that one day she and I can talk again. For whatever reason, she unfriended and blocked me, which is fine. I'd have to go back and figure out what exactly I did wrong, and then see if I can reach her and figure something out. I do have a few regrets about letting certain people in my home, about allowing certain people to say what they want, do what they want, whatever. It's their choice, but as far as I'm concerned, as far as my part in it, I do regret allowing it. I do regret opening up my home like I did. I hope that the people involved have learned that some things are just not to be taken for granted. And I've definitely learned that I need to be a little more picky, I guess you can say, about who I allow into my personal life. I also think that maybe next time I'm not going to be so open either. I've been burned too many times for that stuff. But hopefully everybody's learned their lessons. Everybody can move on and have a good life. Now, if you guys have any suggestions, comments, concerns, whatever, that you would like me to make another video about, just go ahead and subscribe. to my channel. Message me on Facebook. My Facebook and my YouTube channel are the same name, Quara New Veda. So if you just want to find me on Facebook and chat with me, go for it. I don't allow YouTube comments for a reason. A very obvious reason. But feel free to find me on Facebook. If I don't like you, I will block you. Just a fair warning. But I'm willing to talk to pretty much anybody. So find me if you want to. Ciao.